أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Viewers, today we will learn about the concrete grade. There are many different type of concrete grades. So we will start our today lesson. What is meant by concrete grade? I already made this slide, and I'll try to share this through the link so that you can download this slide and keep it as a record with you, or you can send me email if anyone need this slide. I'll share it with him. But we will start the definition of concrete grade. Grade of the concrete is defined as the minimum strength of the concrete after 28 days of the construction with proper quality control. What does this mean? It means when you pour the concrete, there are several tests, and you can make a cubical test or cylindrical test. These tests will be in the water for 7 days and up to 28 days, up to 14 days. After 28 days, these samples will be crushed in laboratory and the strength will be checked. There are different grades of concrete, and the laboratory will prove that the concrete that we pour on the site for foundations, for structure, for columns, beams, slab, or anything, is the capacity of the concrete or strength of the concrete is going to match the specifications of the project. For residential buildings, mostly we are using up to M20. And more than M20, maybe this will be M30, M25. There will be M35, M35, M25, sorry, M25, M30, M35, M40, 45, 50, M50, whatever the requirement as per the condition or the soil or the load bearing capacity. Now the question here, what is meant by M and what is meant by this number 0.5 or 7.5 or 10? So here we will explain M. M always denotes by a mixed design, and numbers means number which is given after M: 5, 7.5, 10, 15. Here we take the example of 20. It's showing the compressive strength after 28 days. Mix in the respective ingredient proportions. Like mix is what? Mix means what? What is mix? Mix is the respective ingredient proportions, like cement, sand. Sand is known as fine aggregate also, and aggregate or coarse aggregate that we normally called it bajri. So when we mix these all things, and whatever the proportion we are mixing, it may be 1:4, it may be 1:8, it may be 1:2, it may be 1.53, whatever the proportion will be, the mixture of these three items included the water, this will get the strength when it will come together. And the crushing strength of this concrete can be 5 Newton per millimeter square, 7.5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, whatever the required. Here, for example, M25, we are taking the example M25. M is the mixed design, and 25 is 25 Newton per millimeter square. A ratio of the concrete in M25 is 1:1:2. 1 is the quantity of cement used inside, ratio of cement used inside the concrete mix design. One bag of cement, one bag of sand or fine aggregate, and two bag of coarse aggregate or bajri we will use there. Here it's written 3, I will correct it 2, and here it's written 2, I will correct it 1, because we are taking this same ratio 1 1 2. So 1 1 and 2, 1 is cement, 1 is sand, and 1 is 2 is aggregate. Now we'll go to the table. Here I added one table. Nominal mix design, nominal design, and nominal concrete grade and design mix. This is the table for this one. Ordinary concrete that we are using, it's concrete grade M5, M7.5, M10, M15, M20. This is normally using residential buildings. You don't need more than this one in residential buildings. And for M5 we have ratio 1 5 10. 1 bag of cement, 5 bag of concrete, or you can take a 5 bag of coarse aggregate, it's a fine aggregate, and 10 bag of coarse aggregate. What is here, this is ratio, this can be 1 cubic meter, 5 cubic meter, and 10 cubic meter. This can be any ratio as you are using there. One bucket, 5 buckets, 10 buckets. 7.5 will be 148, M10 it will be 136, M15 124, M20 1.5 and 3, M25 1 and 2. From M25 here you will use this all in commercial buildings. Here it's written design mix, because up to M25 we know the ratio, and you will use this ratio anywhere with closed eyes, no problem. But after this one, what will happen? M30, we don't know how we will get this strength. So here normally you will go to the laboratory, and they will mix, and they will take put it on the trial basis, and then they will crash the samples, and then we will come to know it's reaching the 30 Newton per millimeter square or no. So this square will be achieve this 30 Newton, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. This all will be defined, or it will be measured, this strength will be measured in the laboratory. So for this thing you need to design mix ratio will be finalized after 4 trials in the laboratory. Maybe it can come after 1 trial, it may be come after 2 trials, maybe 3 trials, maybe 4 trials. So hope now you know what does mean by concrete grade, and how concrete grade we can use in various type of buildings or projects. Thank you very much. If you get a little benefit, even if you learn a one word, bear with me. Keep watching the videos, subscribe the channel, like the videos, and in future I will upload more videos related to the civil engineering, AutoCAD. Then maybe I'll add some areas for plane suite for calculation of quantity surveying. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.